Inside the mind of Brandon T. Adams.
Okay, Brandon, can you just start with where are we? Why does it look like you have a mansion behind you, and what have we been doing over the past few days?
We're in Tampa, Florida, and we are at a mansion, and we've spent the last couple days masterminding and Shark Retreat, filming with our Big Brand Ventures mastermind members and investors, and just having a good time, talking business and finding more ways to do business together.
What was the goal behind this event? Why are we here?
The goal behind this event, and really any event like this, is to build connection, find ways to do business together, and really strengthen relationships, but also some of our team is here, find other ways to grow our team. And I'm also always looking for strategic partners. So we invite people, like just behind me here, we have people that came in tonight. We got a private chef. We're gonna have some cigars. We're gonna maybe even go to the hot tub later. We're building connections and new relationships who might turn into potential referral partners or deal partners.
Can you talk about some of the people who were here? Can you name drop a little bit? Why were they here, and maybe a highlight from them being here?
Yeah, some of the people in the room here in the past couple days, Greg Roulette from Grommet, also one of my first partners in doing the TV show Ambitious Adventures. Brian Ferry of Parlor and Optio, a company we're partners in that's, well, got 20 million users on the platform. Austin Lewis, who is a hedge fund manager, also a partner with Big Brand Ventures. Kevin Harrington, our chairman, original shark from Shark Tank, and Ryan Anderson from Kansas City, a very successful entrepreneur. I mean, the list goes on. This room was packed full of entrepreneurs, seasoned entrepreneurs who have done stuff and are continuing to do things, but also looking for their next big opportunity to collaborate or even invest in a deal.
And we're calling it the Big Brand Ventures Mastermind, but what did we do yesterday?
Yeah, so Big Brand Ventures Mastermind, but also we even made one of the days into a Shark Retreat where people came in and we went on the hot seat. There was some great business. We had one guy that came in, literally found out the day before about this and got a ticket and flew in on his own plane to be here and spent the day and even spent he stayed the night in Tampa because he had so much fun. We were late night, connecting, networking. It was one of my favorite events for the Shark Retreat. And also today, I mean, we filmed all day. We filmed some great content, interviews, and content that could be multi-purpose to all the people's platforms on social media. I look at the experiences and memories created are probably the most powerful thing in doing these events. Yes, you're gonna learn, you're gonna connect and network, but it is the experience you have that you never forget. You think about anything in your life, when you had that memory, that experience, you'll never forget that day, you'll never forget who you were there with. And that's what we try to do here. I mean, we're at a mansion, there's a game room, there's a pool room, there's literally, there's all kinds of, there's a hidden DJ area where we had the event in, 4-screen TV, and it's just an epic experience. We're gonna go to a cigar bar. We brought chefs in to cook custom meals for people and film content along the way, talk business, and just had a good time. And so those are the kind of things that I look back when I was younger, we did that at cabin parties. But now we do it more structured in business parties.
So if someone's listening or watching and they want to host an event like this at a very high level, but it sounds like a lot of work, a lot of planning, how are you doing it as the co-CEO?
Okay,
I'm giving myself a shout out.
So Leah Leverage is the reason we're doing this. You know, I look at...
Okay, but not like actually about me, but like
you
what's
see the look on your face. So
like the message behind delegating,
yeah,
you know.
Doing events like this are not easy. I've been doing these events for over 10 years. I started doing it myself where I would orchestrate them. I mean, I'll go back when I remember having a senior party back in the day, and I actually had to make sure my parents didn't know about it. So I pretended to sleep in my basement. I went to sleep and I had my friend set up the party because of my parents knew I was gone. Well, what would happen? They wouldn't allow me to have the party. And when I arrived late at night after, sneaking out, hundreds of people were there. People paid to get in the door, everything else. And the point I share there is I learned to delegate at a young age. Now today, how do I host this? I have people like you, Leah, who orchestrate every moving part. You got the chef, you got the camera crew, you have the chairs, you have random things happening.
Doesn't
you have
even
people
know
arriving.
all the little details.
You have the food. You have things going wrong I didn't hear about. You have the Uber Eats. You name it. And so that takes a lot of work, a lot of delegation. So you need very powerful leaders that can help you implement the event and ultimately show up. But I mean, it didn't start that way. And at the beginning, I did everything. And now people like yourself and then other people that can help and orchestrate an experience.
The point of that was more of why is it important to see it that way as a CEO or co-CEO, because you don't have time to do all of that.
Yeah, it's now, I mean, I'm at the point where I have to just show up and be who I am. Because if I do all things, but late last night after people left at 12:30 a.m., I was picking things up. And because I didn't want it to not look good here, but there's still that part of me that will do those things. But ultimately, I just need to show up, and I need to have my team that makes sure everything happens. And good news is I have somebody like Leah who helps make that happen.
What do we have planned for tonight?
Tonight is cigar bar. We're going to the cigar bar. We're going to the cathedral, which, funny enough, used to be a church turned into a cigar bar with a piano, music, fun, and cigars. And kind of end off this week with that, and just have some good time, experience. And actually, the last time we went to the cigar bar, we found one of our partners at Big Brand Ventures, Bayman, who that relationship was formed on camera at the cigar bar.
And we're kind of, I mean, they're still doing it in the background, but the mastermind element of this, what does that mean for somebody who doesn't understand? Why is that probably like the most important part of getting all these people together?
A mastermind comes from the book Think and You're Rich, when two or more people come together with a common goal to achieve it together. It's actually proven when two or more minds come together, between their minds and the ether, they come up with ideas they could not have come up with by themselves. And that's what this is. So yes, we surrounded a circle today and went over ideas. How can we help each other's businesses? But beyond the more structured side, there's conversations happening over there. There was conversations in the 20 different rooms in this house happening one-off where people were in this house and trying to find ways to help each other in business. So that's really the mastermind. When you get a mansion like this, everybody comes here, stays here, you're forced to be around each other in a good way and have fun. But the best, I call masterminds and conversations, happen one-off on the side, having a cigar with three people around a table, talking about how they can grow a business. And in those moments, that's where that introduction comes, opens up that door that you could have never done by yourself. And that's really the power of these events and a mastermind.
Okay, last question to kind of wrap it up. What's the best piece of advice you'd give someone who is high level and wants to work with high level people and wants to host an event like this?
Best advice for high level entrepreneurs looking to exponentially grow their business is make sure you get yourself into these kind of rooms, these kind of masterminds, to be in proximity with other high-level people, come from a place of value, find ways to help them. In return, they're going to want to help you, and that will become a win-win situation, will ultimately help you grow your business. If you're watching and you want to join us at our next Shark Retreat, go to sharkretreat.com. And if you join a Big Brand Mastermind, sorry, you actually can't join. But if you want to send me a message at Brandon T. Adams and learn about how maybe you can apply for next year, let me know. As always, until next time, here's to your success.